The following is a presentation of MRE Uno, Division 1.
Hello everyone and welcome to our next matchup of the night. I am going to be your streamer for this match, G-Man, and welcome to the 215 match of the Tuna region. We got a good one for you tonight. It is going to be Clay Wolf going up against Lane Sanders. Now we're going to take a look at the games that have happened so far today. We started things off 10:30 in the morning. We had bit of an early morning game. Chomik was able to take care of number 9 seed Zay. Chomik moves on 4-1 and will face the winner of Charles Sanford and Eric Monaco in the Salmon region in round 32. And then we got things going there, and probably one of the most shocking results of the day. Diego Yepes barely hangs on against number 15 Edward Ziemba. Yepes had a 3-0 lead until Ziemba stormed back, got 3 on his own, and very nearly took the game and the series, and would have been a reverse sweep, which would have been absolutely unprecedented. But Yepes barely hangs on there, so he survives. And then in the Dolphin region, we just got this one wrapped up like an hour or a few hours ago. Yoshi Awesome gets the first win of the season, takes out Sam England for the one. England kind of out of it from the beginning, only was able to take game 3, but it was Yoshi all the way. We got another 215 matchup here going. It's going to be Clay Wolf and Lane Sanders here coming up next for the Tuna region, and then in an hour and a half, we're going to have in this same region, it's going to be Avion and H going at it. So that's a potential Sweet 16 matchup here. As we look at the bracket pod, or no, the Elite 8. The same region, but might be a while if both the winners of these next two matches make it far, but we'll have to see. Clay, definitely someone a lot of people are speculating could make a deep run, as well as both Abion and H as well. Lane Sanders looking to make the big upset. We're going to look at the bracket pod here. We got Clay Wolf and Lane Sanders up next. Winner of this is going to face Christian Tago in the round of 32. That will be a matchup we're going to have to wait and see what happens. Most people would really put Clay Wolf as the favorite here, and on paper he is. However, we've seen so far in this tournament with the 215 matches, it's been 1-1 so far, so we'll have to see how that goes in terms of that. And then, of course, Tago and LaPlante already happened. But tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, that's going to be the first match of the day tomorrow. It's going to be Very Golden Tapir, the D2 February Flurry champion, taking a temporary step up to D1 here. He's going to be looking to make a big first impression to try and take out Very Gold, who is looking to get that first win after a disappointing March. And then on Monday, it's going to be the 6-11 Brian versus James Ellison. That's going to be a match indeed. We'll see what happens with that, but hopefully you all tune in for that. But on that note, I think we're going to bring it over to the stream here. A bit of a smaller crowd here tonight, although we got a lot of people doing stuff. It's a Friday night, so we thank you all for coming in here. I'm joined by my co-commentator, Charles Sanford, as per usual. Sanford, when it comes to this matchup with Clay and Lane, I feel like a lot of people would typically expect that Clay is the favorite here with the way he plays, but do you think Lane has something up his sleeve to maybe throw Clay off his game, or what are you thinking?
You know, knowing Lane very well, I would say it's very likely that he has a plan in mind. Whether or not that plan will succeed is going to be the question. Clay, yeah, on paper, definitely the favorite, the 2 seed. Well worth it with how he performed. I'm intrigued to see what Lane can do here, just because Lane's one of those guys who comes into this definitely trying to avoid the 0-2, because a lot of people, probably myself included a little bit, would think that if he doesn't have a good showing here, he is very squarely going to be in that relegation talk heading into T3. So definitely going to need a good showing here for him.
Definitely will, and good showing would also help with the seeds, so potentially would get a slightly more favorable matchup if he is able to do well here. But just flat out winning as well, that's something we've seen some of these 15 seeds do to help them going forward as they make a run. But we got both players in the VC here. We're gonna ask both of them for a quick thought before the game. Won't be anything too crazy, but we'll start with Clay here. How are you feeling after the Sweet 16 run in March, and what are you looking forward to this tournament starting tonight?
I'm looking forward to playing again, honestly. I was not disappointed, but I definitely missed playing after I got out, and it's been almost a month now, so it'll be fun. And no matter the outcome, I hope everybody has fun.
That's a good attitude there. We're going to flip things over to Lane. Lane, you are a 15 seed here. A lot of people might count you out early just because of the number besides you. What do you have to tell the people that may be doubting you for winning? What do you want to tell them? And let me rephrase that. What do you want to tell them, and what do you want to show to bring that maybe this 15 seed isn't exactly what defines you, and that you could make this big upset here?
Oh, I feel like I could make a really big upset. Yeah, man, the whole thing is, last game in particular, I got cursed with bad draws. Just hope this time we got a little bit of luck on our side, and I won't go out quietly, I'll say that much.
All right, fair enough. On that note, we are going to get things started. We are a bit short man today, so I'm going to be doing the logs. Sandfer, if you could run the scoreboard, please, that would be appreciated.
All right.
Yeah. On that note, we are going to start game one. Clay is the higher seed, so he gets home field for these first two games. And I'm going to open up with the question everyone knows. How many cards, Clay?
8.
8? All right, so 1 up from the regular start. So going to be interesting to see how this goes to start things out. But is going to be an interesting matchup to see. But both players have joined, and we are underway here. And we're going to start with the green 5.
A nice normal start at least to get this one going.
Yeah, and especially because we've seen some of these matches, we've had a lot of crazy starts to begin out. We always like those simpler starts, makes it a little bit more calm as we ease into this game, especially for a game 1. But yeah, we're going to keep this cool for right now. We have green 3 and green 9 to start things off. A little bit of squaring here. But Clay's going to stop that and bring it down to a green 4.
Well, a lot of numbers so far. No one really wanting to venture off of it, which is good discipline from Lane at least. We've seen Clay be able to have that discipline to not use them early.
Clay keeps running the green here. Lane looks like he's got a reverse. Doubles up. That gives Lane the tentative lead, but we are still running green early here. 5 to 4, and Clay has ran out on green.
I would almost expect. Does Lane run out, or did he have another 8?
Could he get a switch also? No, he does not. I have to wonder if maybe Clay had another 0 and was looking for a switch there, but couldn't quite get it due to the reverse 8. So, and Lane draws a wild, I think. So, gets a quick bailout, and Clay has nothing on yellow. Oh man, that's interesting.
Peculiar. Yikes.
Lane's gonna run with the yellow skip. This might be a double, could make it a triple here. No, just gonna be a double. Just yellow 9. Seems if I think he played at 9 before, so maybe could have had a switch there before. But Lane is down to 2 cards. Clay is gonna burn the +4. I think he may have wanted to save that for a run to the finish, but he's gonna burn it, feeling he's a little bit in danger. And there it is, the blue 0. I was thinking there he wanted to switch off 0, but.
The blueberry 0 sugar, you can get that at drinkmillroadenergy.com. Buy your 4-pack today.
Nice. Link in the description. But Lane's going to keep it going with the blue 3, not deterred from the +4. I believe Lane still has a slight lead.
Yeah, as he plays, got the 4 fresh ones there when he was at 2, so he went up to 6. Now he's back down to 4.
technically the same card count, but Lane would be the one to finish first, so technically in the lead. But they're running blue, so
yeah,
a
he's
little bit of
basically
a
gonna,
similar
like, after.
thing that we saw at the start, except not on green, but on blue here. I have to wonder if they run
Okay,
blue to the
Lane.
finish, or if maybe both run out. Gets to switch the red. That's Pandora's box.
That might
And
not-
Lane's got nothing.
Oh,
This might help
Lane
Clay.
didn't have it. Play for the lead?
Clay for the game.
Oh, game.
Wow. All right. So Clay's going to go up 1-0 here. A bit of a back and forth there. We did see Clay throw down 2+4s there to secure that game there. Lane got close a few times, but it just felt like a situation where there's not a lot he could have done there. But we'll hand it over to Clay. How are you feeling after that game one? And what are you looking at when it comes to the next few games here?
Hopefully not getting a hand of all numbers like I did this time.
Interesting. So then you drew.
I drew
both those plus
yeah.
fours then.
So it was pure luck there, no skill.
All right, fair enough. Landy, I don't know if there's really anything you can say. It felt like you had some good.
Same song, second verse.
Fair enough.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, it felt like you had some solid play there with the vanilla run in terms of just going numbers, but was unfortunately not meant to be. But we're gonna go
Yeah, I
over.
had the whole
yeah.
plan. The whole plan. I had the blues and I had the yellows. I was gonna switch to blues and seal it. And he pulled the +4 out, and I was starting to come back, and I thought I was gonna draw something. Then he pulled another +4 on me. I never get to have all these fun gadgets in these, anyways.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Unfortunately, that's how it goes sometimes. We kind of see that sometimes in the league where it's like someone might get a bunch of +4s, then the other guy for compensation gets like a green 7.
I mean, Chomic had 3 of them in the other game.
3 straight also. I don't think we've ever seen that. Actually, no, we saw that once before, but that was a very strange game. Anyways, we're going to go over the game 2 here. Clay, you cannot pick 8 cards. How many would you like?
7.
Alright, we are going 1 down to the original start here, as we are getting ready for game number 2.
Oh, the OG start at least, yeah.
Yes. Let me get my notes back up here. And another simple start here, green 7. Nothing too crazy, but goes 1 up with the green 8. And Lane's going to throw down a +2
fires.
right away. Clint play. I'm assuming it's going to be like a green 6 or 8, maybe something like that.
Or Fitzy play, depending on how you want to
Or
look at
a
that.
4. Okay.
Okay, I see what happened there.
Yeah. Quick switch to blue. I was going to wonder if we'd have a long run on greens to start, but no, Clay's going to do the switch to blue here. Does Lane have something? And Lane's going to do a double switch here to the red 4.
Trips 4, nice.
Do we got a rainbow? No, we don't. And Lane's getting a reverse here. Lane is on the run here.
Could be looking to swap the color if he had it. Nope.
Just going to do a double up. Seems to be
Zero
going
sugar
well
on
for Lane
cherry
so
red.
far. Oh, no. Ooh. That's a mistake there.
That's a big mistake.
Clay switches it off the 3, and Lane is unable to play the card.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, slightly exposed to their hand. I would think it's a draw.
It might be.
Yeah. Yeah, there
Yep.
it is. Clay has some info to work with. Red 7 here, and Lane might be going for a bit
Yeah,
of a
he does.
tailspin. Gets the blue though.
Oh,
I think we know what the next
okay.
play is if it stays blue here though.
well, it depends. Does Clay have the red 7? He does not.
No, I
So
think
Lane
we
can
know
get
what the
away
play
with
is
this and
here.
get Uno.
It's blue 6.
Oh,
Okay. Interesting. Oh, and
that's
that's
a
gonna be
choice.
it. So
That's game.
it is gonna be game.
Gets away with it.
Interesting there. Lane, you did unfortunately expose that blue 3 earlier with the after Clay switches to red. You do get it off to blue, but in that situation, you decided to play the blue 6 instead of the blue 3, which Clay knew you had. Maybe talk us through that decision.
I mean, I was betting on Clay not having anything. I knew if he was gonna play
Can you say,
something
can you
when
say
he
that
was gonna
again?
do it while I had 2 cards. So I was
It cut out a little.
Yeah, yeah.
sorry. But yeah, I knew if Clay was gonna do anything, he was gonna do something when I had 2 cards left and I was going on my tear. That little screw up was on me. I misread what he played. With the 0, I thought I still had something I could roll with, and I pulled the 7, and then he pulled the red 7, and I thought, well, that's a way to get out of this.
The
And I
bot
went
was
with it.
giving you compensation for those 2+4s last round.
Hmm.
It rubbed it in my face. Don't worry. That last draw I did give me green +2.
I see. Clay, flipping it over to you. You did have the reds there, but that red 7 kind of was unfortunately your demise there. But that could have also been your only play, so maybe it was just fate there. But 1-1, you split your homestand. What are your expectations going into Lane's first homestand, and how do you think the game's going to play out after these first 2 games?
I think it can go either way. It's been a pretty relaxed series so far, so
I would agree.
hopefully it stays that way.
All right, sounds good. On that note, we're going to start Game 3 in Lane's first homestand. We are going to give the next 2 calls to Charles Sandford. So, Sandford, take it away.
All right. Let's see. That one was 7. So Lane, you get the call for game 3. You just cannot choose 7.
Give me 12 cards.
I like it.
With enthusiasm there. They want those 12 cards. They will not have
Lane
anything
joins.
else.
There goes Clay, and Lane starts
Ooh,
it up
I'll start.
with a free choice of tire.
I've said this before, these wild starts can be great, but it could also be a double-edged sword, so we'll see what Lane does here. Starts with the yellow 7.
Goes in the yellow. It doesn't take much time to think about it.
And what's the response for Clay here? And they're going to run it with the yellow, so yellow 2. Clint play.
Oh, little Fitzy play as well, if you want to look at it that way. Triples up.
Is the Clint play now a Fitzy play also?
Well, I mean, because the Fitzy will do that where he just plays a card he doesn't have.
Yeah, but we're gonna keep
Clint
running
play,
on yellow.
Clint play, I almost more attribute to you mess up a letter or something.
I think on 12 cards you kind of expect to keep things cool to start it off, but we'll see. Still running yellow. Haven't had a special card yet, but we do get our first switch. Goes the blue 9. And there's the blue ones. There's the blue one there, so Lane is fine with the blues. First special card of the game, it's going to be a blue skip to get a switch to the red. And it's going to be a triple bagger. Alright.
First time we've seen red in this game. Lane
Red 8.
goes for the double up but doesn't have it.
Be a red 5. Oh, checks the table. Still your turn. There it is, red 2.
It's a red 2. Half off special instead of the double up.
And Clay has no red, so interesting call there. May not have paid off, but we'll see how this goes.
Now can Lane roll with the red though still?
+4.
Oh,
All right.
+4 back to blue.
Might seem like both players don't have red, but could be a bit of a be a bit of a hold here. But 10-4.
10-4 now after the +4 to Clay.
Alex joins the VC. We welcome him as it is 1-1 right now between Clay and Lane Sanders. So we are in game number 3.
Both players with the power play still. Clay with the +2. And right into like an artificial ditto play almost.
Somewhat, pretty close. Kind of half off on the +4, and then you play that 6 as well. So Lane's gonna run blue
Lane
though,
responds with an 8.
and Clay doesn't seem to
And
have
Clay
anything
runs
else.
out.
It's interesting. It seems like a two-color strategy here for Clay, but he's on the wrong set of colors right now. So got to figure out a way to get out of it.
Gotta wonder if maybe playing the +2 there was maybe a mistake a little bit. Who knows?
I would say
Yeah.
actually the switch to red might not have been the play he was hoping for, but we'll see because seems like he might want those yellow greens, but right now we're kind of on the red blue.
All a matter of what Lane can do here. I think he should be at 5.
Yeah, I expect
That's
I
blue
expect another few plays on blue here since he did +4 to it and still had a few cards left. Gets a blue
Clay
5
gets
off
a
the
top
draw.
deck 5.
Blue skip, might see a switch here. There it is, green
It is
skip.
into green.
There it is. We gotta wonder in this part, is it a run to the finish or do we get close? It is Uno.
It's just Brando Uno with greens or sugar.
Clay has a chance to respond. He plays the wild yellow here.
That's interesting. I don't mind
Gets
it.
the
It
ice.
works.
Bit of a risk, but it works. It pays off. +2. And 2.
Into
All
a
right.
2.
Lighten up, back up to 4, and
Lane
no
still
yellow.
draws even with the +2.
And Clay's on a run here with the yellow here. Five to 4, Clay has taken the lead here. I have to think Lane's looking for a switch here because Clay seems to be liking to run this yellow, but have to see what he's got. The yellow reverse, nothing. Okay.
Into a draw. Okay.
And Clay runs out.
Well, he gets Clay drawing, so could have been a good thing. I mean, if Clay had the 6, maybe. But
Could have been looking also
Clay
for a
gets
color
7 off
switch
the
there
top.
also, but on low cards there, it's a bit risky. Clay plays the yellow 7, which might have been off the draw. Does get the switch to green.
Might free up Lane. It's wow. That had to be top deck.
I think that was top deck, yeah. And that is unfortunate for Clay. Let's see if Lane can run this blue, though. He was running it before. Does
And he
with
is
the blue
still.
4. Both blue 4s off the table. Clay is now in both these players seem to have opposite colors here, so yeah, it's
Into
the blue
red.
red. Because like I've been saying, like I feel like when it comes to this, Lane has the blue red, and then
Oh, Lane's gonna regret that one.
gets a bit of a slap here, and bit of a big run,
Huge
and
run.
that's check.
Into
Only check.
deck.
Does Lane got anything to switch the color?
Lane's got a +2 or a +4 here, though. That's
And there it is.
wow.
Saves the match. Or the game.
Well, it saves this game, not the match. We're not
Yeah,
at match
yeah.
point yet.
Saves the game. And he is able to close
Okay.
it.
So now can Clay get to 2? Yes, he can.
You do expect the play there. But what did he get off the +2? And that's no greens.
Oh, that green 3 must have been the only thing he had. That would have been the finisher.
Yep.
Lane for the lead. Has it.
Guess it. Yeah, that's the thing also. Sometimes when you
On a
play that
double up.
wild and then you get thrown a +2, even if they draw afterwards, sometimes that could just screw up your entire gameplay. And against the
Wow, he
+4.
top 6 a +4.
Another check here. Blaine has 4 more cards here.
Could have gone something. Does he have a swap in color though either as well? I mean, swap in color, a +2, +4 again.
We'll have to see if this is game, but Clay's in a good spot right now. Red 0, is that game? No, it is not.
It's not. Might have been looking for the double 7.
Red 5. And go off the draw. Another misplay by Lane there.
Lane again doesn't see the card that gets played.
Gets to switch the green.
Wow. Okay, so he just...
Clay draws.
Well, now he'll get to play the 5.
There it is. And Clay's still drawing. Bit of a longer game than we saw the last 2 games. Lane gets the
And
Uno now.
for Lane.
Switch the red.
Play over to red is a double 1 for Lane.
Table check.
No, it's not.
No. Good block there. Does Clay get the Uno?
Clay for Uno.
He does.
How's it?
Now can Clay close it?
What does Lane have in response off the top deck?
Another switch. But that's going to cost him. Oh, man.
Oh, no.
Hate to see it. But Clay's going to take it 2-1 there. Had a straight blue reverse, but is able to get the switch to blue and get rid of it. Lane, what was that last card?
I was a blue reverse. I was gonna win.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. And he can't even power play either because
I got nothing from that +4, and I was trying to play along with it, and I pulled the blue 3. I'm like, please, for the love of God, just have a yellow, and I didn't get the yellow. Oh, that sucked.
Yeah. That was a close one, but Clay's gonna go. Clay's gonna go up 2-1 here. Clay, how are you feeling after that? After the back and forth Unos there.
It was originally a red card Uno, and it happened, and I got the blue reverse, and and then when it was on green, I just kept drawing reds again.
Or not Clay.
Clay, you're cutting out a bit.
Sorry. What was the last thing you heard then?
We heard about every
Uno.
other word.
Oh, okay. So, when I got to Uno, it was legitimately about to be game, and then he switched it off of red, and I just kept, and then I drew the blue reverse, and then another red card, and then we switched back. It was the worst. It was torture.
Might have been torture, but you do end up with the game 1 there, so you're up 2-1.
That is true.
What are the chances that both players get to Uno with the exact same card in their hand?
Not very high.
I mean, like, dang. Out of a 108 card deck, they both ended up with blue reverse as their final card.
Oh, man. All right. On that note, after that kind of crazy game, we're going to go to game 4 here. Sandfer, once again, will have the call. This will be Lane's second home game. So, Sandfer, take it away.
Well, Lane, the rules are the same. Can't choose 7. You're down 2-1. What would you like?
What did we pick last time? 12?
Pick
Yes.
12.
Give me 10.
All right, going to 10. All right. Lane's going to start it up, and yellow skip.
Whoops.
Yellow
So
2.
yellow 2 for lane on the start. We had the yellow skip.
And quick
Clay
switch.
immediately swaps color.
We'll see how Lane feels about that. Fine for now, red 3. Yeah, we might start this game off with a bit of a red run here, unless we get some
Double up.
color switching. Red 8. Yeah, a bit of a red run here, so gonna have to see how long we go with it, whether it be a color switch or somewhat drawing. Gotta mention also, we've had like sometimes draws, but we haven't really had a draw city so far, so we had like a slight one that lasted like two or three turns, but it wasn't very long. Not really what you'd
Swaps to
consider a
blue
draw
on
city, more like a
skips.
draw drive, but got a bit of a run going, and that run's gonna be a skip train into the blues, into the blue 7, and Clay goes back to the yellow. Still no green on the table though. Gotta remember that Clay was the one who switched off the yellow, so we'll see what Lane was trying to do here at the start of the game, if anything.
Well, if he had extra cards in the back pocket.
Table check.
Checks the table. At 4, it's not necessarily a draw here, but
Only got like one play off the yellow, and there was
Yeah.
no more there, so draws there. Doubles up there, reverse the 5. Lane looking for a switch here. Gets it with the green
Has
5. Pandora's. What's Clay got to run on this green? And it's nothing.
doesn't have anything.
Didn't draw a single green from those 10 cards. It's interesting.
Lane running with the skips.
It's just double up, or are we going for a run here?
I mean, this is his third skip just in this hand.
And it's a run.
Plus
Plus
4
4.
into the blue once he gets the spacing down.
Power play.
Oh,
Alright.
lane draws,
Lane
lane draws,
draws.
lane draws.
Lane, you gotta draw.
It's a bold choice to go with this power play here.
Alright.
PC
Lane, you
shut off.
gotta draw.
My PC just shut off.
Oh, can you
Oh,
get on your
okay.
phone?
Can you get on your phone?
I bumped my desk and it shut the whole thing down.
Oh.
All right, while you're getting that up, can you get on your phone to do it? Or
Well, I'm gonna have to turn the PC off and turn it all back on.
Can you do it on your phone though?
at least in the meantime?
You're gonna have to let me put an AirPod in right quick.
Alright. Just there is a 5-minute inactivity timer, so if that does go up, then it is a game forfeit there. So don't want to see that happen. Okay. Okay, so Lane
There.
draws. There it is.
There it goes.
Clay has no more power plays. Throws the +2.
Oh my fucking
6.
Wow.
Alright.
Bold. Okay.
Well, I mean, we're gonna.
Interesting.
I think it's an interesting call here because we see the wild +4 is coming. I would expect it to come here right now, unless Lane wants to stay on the green a little bit longer from this +2.
You're gonna have to give me like 3 minutes. I got my PC back going.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, you'll have that time frame at least. You get about 5 minutes of it on your turn.
So I might have a bit of a delay here. We'll just warn you when you're getting close to the inactivity timer, then you could just do like a play on your phone. But yeah, okay. So Lane's gonna leave the VC. Yeah,
That
he's just gonna
sucks.
restart. Yeah, he's just gotta restart his
That
computer.
sucks.
And I don't. I mean, this is gives us a unique opportunity here. We get like a mid-game interview with Clay. How are you feeling right now?
Hi. I wanted to use a PP.
Yeah, and you did use a power play, but
That's it. That's
yes.
how I feel.
All right. Lane rejoins the call. And I think we're good to go. Lane, you good to go?
Yeah, just not gonna bump my table anymore.
All right. Sounds good.
Sounds like a good choice.
I would think I know what the next play is. Does depend on what the +2 may have given though. And there it is. Okay,
half
green
off.
3.
Played to looking for 2.
Clay's got nothing on
Draws.
green.
Okay.
So this
Lane's
actually
gonna
might
roll with it now.
this might play in Lane's favor actually here.
It might. I mean,
And Clay throws a +4 down.
gets a +4 off the top.
And I think I might
Goes
know
into
what's
the
coming.
same color
I
that
might know
Lane
what's
was
coming.
going to switch to.
I think I know what's coming next here. There it is.
There it is. Goes for yellow though, whereas he was going to go for blue before.
I actually like that play, especially if you only got yellow. Maybe you could get a yellow skip, blue skip, something like that. That might be it, and you have run blue to the end. But no, it's just
Nope,
going to
goes
be
for the yellow 7.
just going to be yellow 7. But I still like that play though. Clay's going to run yellow with the 6. This would be big for Lane if he can win this game here, because then he'll be tied up with his power play still in tow and Clay won't have got anything. Gotta switch the red. I'm not sure if Lane's gonna like that, but we'll see.
Well, it's tied at 4.
Plays though, but
He
does
rolls
have
a bit.
something. Red 4. Clay's got the 0. And the wild blue, we're going back to the blue here. I think Clay might have a play here. He does.
He does.
Lane's gonna get the Uno.
Wait. What?
Double Uno, and
What?
Clay picks it out.
Wait. What? Did I miss when Lane played the +4?
Yeah, Lane.
Oh yeah, I did. Never mind. I forgot about it. I just
Lane was Lane was
right.
going to initially play it.
Yeah.
The blue.
That's great. That was amazing.
Yeah, that's why I like to play the yellow, because with Clay going blue, if you switch it there, Clay's going to want to get back to blue at some point, so it works out for you. Lane kind of flips his fortunes here, where he's the one ahead this time and is going to make it out. We're going to throw the question here to Clay. What was your last card? Assuming, yeah.
Both of my cards were from the draw from the +4, so I had a blue 5 and a green reverse. I got put right back to where I was supposed to be again.
Oh, so you wouldn't. So if Lane drew there, the game wouldn't have ended. Okay, yeah. Not as crazy as the prior game, but yeah, Lane, you're able to close things out. It's a very similar homestand, except this homestand had longer games. Clay's homestand only had a combined 4 minutes of gameplay. This one had a combined 17 minutes, so a bit of a longer homestand. Lane, how are you feeling? It's tied 2-2. Clay burned his power play, and you still got yours. How are you feeling right now?
I went through a range of emotions in that match. Went from confident to angry to not confident again, and then praying to God that he did not, whatever he had, did not have another +4. I don't know, that start, I had a good start. I got a skip of every color. I was spending a minute trying to figure out at the start what I was going to have to do, because I had a clear run to the finish, and that +4, I didn't know that was a thing where you couldn't put a space between the W and the +4.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with that.
That got me kindly screwed up. And then I smacked my table. After all that, shut the PC off, got the PC back on, and all
Mhm.
that. But now at least I'm not getting swept this time. That's all I can say.
I hit you on the board.
Mm-hmm. All right, sounds good. We're gonna bring these to game 5 here. Clay is going to have his homestand again. Clay, you can't pick 8 or 12 cards. So, Clay, how many cards do you
9.
want in this 9? All right.
Or 9, yeah.
I always say this in these situations. When it's 2-2, I think this game 5 is very crucial. So, we'll see how this goes here. We're gonna get things going here, and it's gonna be a +2 start. This is tempting here. Could we see the early? Could we see
Well, it depends on
the?
the player.
Clay's not gonna take it. All right, and we're gonna run it cool here. Green 0.
0 sugar, yep.
All right. Bit of a cooler start so far. Just had to check on something, but as I come back, Lane's got big run here. Throws the +2 down. I assume he closes it. He's gonna keep going.
He's going to keep going.
Oh my goodness, Clay can't do
And
anything about
Clay
this.
can't do anything.
And 2 Uno. All right, let's see what Clay's got here. He does have a chance to
Huge
respond.
play. Throws the gauntlet.
And
Clay
+4.
has the +4.
Yeah, that's the safe option there, because like this early on, you don't have a good idea what color combination or even numbers they don't got. So I think
Good
that's a
play
good play
from
there.
Lane.
Ditto there. Throw out your dittos. Lane gets to switch the blue. Goes back to blue. That could have been his last card. Clay says no. We want to keeps want to run yellow. Does Lane have any more yellows?
Did Lane save any? We've
Or does he have a
we've seen
wild?
an increase in that play of saving extra cards at the end.
He has a wild +4.
He had the +4.
Goes red though. And that's Uno again. So we've seen Lane so far.
Okay.
He's been able to get the Uno, but it seems like just something doesn't quite go right to where he could close the game out. We'll see if he can get it
Or at
this
least
time.
Clay usually has like some response. Is this going to be a color swap on skips?
Skip or alright, let's see what Clay does here. Does have an option to switch. Throws a +4 down.
Oh my
That's
goodness. That's
three-
3 of them.
3 of them are out of here.
Or did I miss the 4th?
No, there's 3. That is the 3rd. So yeah, again, Lane is denied the game here. So we're gonna keep going. Clay runs out on
Clay
yellow.
draws now.
Does Lane get any more yellow from that +4? Because I don't think they had any before. They gotta switch the green though.
Okay. I like it.
Gotta wonder though with that +4 how limited he could be with this hand. Could have gotten junk, but could have got something spectacular to help him out.
Well, Clay with the +2.
Lane
takes
gets
the
slapped.
lead.
Yeah, Lane gets slapped in the face with the green swap there, but we'll see what he's got. That's 2 more cards to his arsenal.
Well, we've seen in the past, like these games
Nothing.
where a lot of the ran out. I was gonna say, these games where we start to see a lot of the ammo get used turns into some skill games a little bit about the number efficiency and knowing where to go with them. Now both players drawing.
Interesting. Get our first true draw city of the game here. we're gonna keep going here. But Clay gets a little breather. We'll see if this breaks it.
It's a very long ditto play, is what it was.
Actually, yeah, that's true. Never mind. Not really gonna get a switch there, but Clay does get a slight free.
Maybe if we weren't already on the 8, yeah, maybe we would have.
Perhaps.
The math ain't mathing, says Alex. At some point in there, I don't know if that was from like the improbable one, because he said there's about 4% chance.
You know, I think
would have had an exact finishing card.
I think that switch the green 8 play is interesting there, because like sometimes you could just hold on to that, and then if you get a color, no greens, you get like a color switch and then bring it back.
Well, I'll say this: it would appear no greens that people could have played off of. Oh, it's point. Wow.
Might get it here.
As in like
there it is.
As in a 0.6%, or
now we're probably gonna run red here. A lot of cards from both players. Clay with a 4.5 card lead though. Ditto.
Could have also been a situation Clay had greens or that he could have used, but didn't want to play with Lane being somewhat close to Uno.
No red from Clay.
Lane rolling.
Could have been a slight test on the Ditto and doesn't get it, and Lane at this point just running red here. Double red, that's a good play. That's probably forcing another draw. And that might be for the lead. Clay with a little laugh. It's not Lane's turn. Well, I don't think don't get punished.
To play early, but away with it.
It's been a few mistakes from Lane so far, but hasn't been cost big time yet.
Well, that one was the least painful one because Clay ended up drawing. So
another double red.
He did this on himself.
These self dittos are really good for Lane right now because he's forcing these draws out of Clay because he ran out of red early, but there's the switch finally. And another double
right back. I'm sorry. He had double red 2, double red 3, double red 4. What?
My God. And Clay's had enough. Clay has had enough.
Clay's like, enough of this. Half card. Is this gonna be a +6 from Clay?
Clay is not happy with that. Not the red gets the switch. There's not going to be a switch back to blue because there's only 1-0 of each color in this deck.
He apologized for that. Oh man.
Red 5, blue 5.
We
got a color war here.
I mean, I'm gonna be amazed if Lane has double red 5. There's just no
yellow
trips 5 though.
Do we get a rainbow? Just need the green.
The green 5.
No,
it's quad 5 though. Back to blue.
Little taste of Lane's own medicine. And Lane just plays a 9. Not a specific color, but just a 9. Changes to blue though. Blue reverse, table check,
reverse.
That gives Clay the lead. Yellow reverse. How long does this run go? Just 3.
Not long enough. Just
we have seen a lot of these 3-card runs where it's a reverse or a skip, and it switches to the color. So there's the green. So Clay is not really able to get any of these runs he might want, but we'll have to see what he makes of this. Green 4.
We're back into green.
5 to 7. Another green reverse. Might see another triple batter here.
Blue.
Oh, blue skip.
What?
Blue skip.
And
yellow.
Oh, this game. Yellow skip for the end.
Oh, there's Uno.
What?
Okay. Called it a bit too early. But that is game. Clay is going to be up 3-2.
That was the thing.
Was playing the wrong game there. Called for dose.
Yeah.
But of course, no penalty for incorrectly calling on the wrong card. But yeah, it doesn't really matter. Clay is going to take the win there with that big 5-card run to the end. Been up since 4 a.m. Okay, it's all good. I'm usually up till 4 a.m. I get like a lot of schoolwork this semester, so yeah.
It's only 5:30 for me, or 6 o'clock for me.
You PST, man. Come on. Anyways.
Well, I mean, I've still been up since 4 a.m. though for my time.
I guess. Anyways, Clay, that was definitely a game. You definitely saw some table talk there. What were your thoughts on the Lane's incredible amount of self-dittos there? And how are you feeling when you were able to get that run to the end to close things out?
It was very beneficial. Every time I drew, I was just getting another power card. So I was like, I guess I'll just keep doing that.
Oh gosh.
Fair enough. I mean,
the bot loves you.
Like, I could have gotten off red that entire time, and I just decided not to.
I'm glad you were getting the power cards. All I was getting was numbers. All I was getting was red. I was like, why? The only time I got a green, was when he hit me with the +2.
Oh no!
I was like,
oh, I feel that. I really do. I feel the pain.
I mean, I saw some of the fury there because Lane had the 2, you played the yellow 2, Lane did another switch and was like, you know what, that's enough, and then you +6 him. So.
Oh yeah, honestly, that was pure just how dare you.
I had a run. I was like, please, for the love of God, just play a blue, and I have this game in the bag. That was the most beautiful run I've ever had, and it got ruined. And then I got how many of those, Charles? How many dittos was that? Was it 3?
I saw 3.
There was 3, and then you throw the 4th on the 2.
Makes you feel any better? I had another red 5.
Oh my god!
If you had played the red 5, I would have gone right back to blue though.
4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2.
Had he played the red 5, you played the blue 5, then he plays the yellow 5.
Well, I had the wild. I ended on the wild.
At the
that
end,
was my
I had.
trump card.
At the
but he
end,
still will force you to play
a couple of blue.
Yeah.
I had a couple of blues, a few reds, and a yellow. I was about to pull. I was gonna use the yellow to get it back to red just to irritate you, and then see what I could do. I was like, I'm sure he's getting all these numbers. There's no way he has all these power things. Spoiler alert.
I started.
He did.
The 2 reverses and the 2 skips. That's just how I started. That was my hand.
Yeah, well, anyways, we're going to move on to Game 6 here. Sandfer's going to have the call for Lane. Important game here. It could be the last game if Clay does win this, but Lane's looking to force a Game 7. But on that note, we're going to give it to Sandfer for the Game 6 call.
And it's 7 and 10?
It is 7 and 10, yes.
All right, Lane, you cannot use 7 and 10. Your back's against the wall a little bit down here. You need to force the Game 7. What would you like? Okay. Is that what we... No, it wasn't what we just did, was it?
We just did 9, yes.
Yeah, that's what I just
Clay won, though, so he could go back to 9.
Well, no, I know he could. I'm like, I didn't think that was what we had just done.
Indeed it was. Anyways, I'm going to start, and it's a red 1, so bit of a cooler start. Last 3 games have been 9 minutes, 8 minutes, and 9 minutes. Bit of a uptick from the 3 minute and 1 minute start we had. They might have not wanted the red right now, and Clay's got no yellow.
Interesting.
And maybe does
Really?
Lane have a rainbow of 1s?
Really?
Clay's got nothing.
Clay's on a 2-color strat?
This is either a phenomenal 2-color strat draw or just a terrible draw from Clay here to start this out.
I am perplexed.
And go back to red. I think Clay can play here.
Right?
I think so.
There's no way he draws.
There we go. Get a ditto on the red 9 here. Lane's looking to keep this run going. There's the ditto. Keeps moving up on my most used. And Sandfer goes muted. Yeah, I felt that too. But red skip and looking for a run here. It could just be a double up. We'll see.
The always terrible lag.
Yes. His lane's turn though. He just played the red skip. Looking to see if he can go on a run, or maybe this is just going to be a double up. Could be one of those triple bagger switches also that we've seen a lot in this series so far. I saw those sunglasses. Just taking a bit. Turner joins the VC. Welcome.
Still your turn, Lane.
Come on, Lane, get this man.
There we go. Typing. Okay.
Oh.
Seems like Lane's having some issues. Would be the second time for the series.
At 2 minutes though,
Timer will be
2
at
minutes. You might want to.
Timer will be at 9:01. I think. It's 3-10. All right. Yes. Anyways, Lane is typing. Throws the +4 down. Looking to close the game out and force a game 7. He's down to 2, so preferably you might want to get the game closed here because Clay's got 14 cards, but we'll see what he does. And gives Clay an opportunity here, so Lane's at Uno, and Clay throws down a +2 right away.
Oh, here we go. Oh, that's that ammo that Lane gave
There
him.
it is.
Gotta be.
Unable to close it there, and
Oh, double. 6.
Yep, a +6.
And Lane goes from Uno to Seis. So
Siete, actually.
or Siete. I'm scatterbrained right now. But he draws Seis, but goes up to Siete. Looking to not be at Ocho though. And he will go down. And he will go down 6. Now he's at 6. And
Wow. Double reverse.
Clay's at Ocho there.
Into the blueberry zero sugar.
Lane's still in the lead though, 5-8. Lane looking to bring this back. Going back, trying to get back to Uno here. It's 5-7, 2.5 card lead.
Close game now, though.
Yep. Looking for a play here. Lane needs this win, though.
It's the 4.
Right. Keep running the blue here. This might be what Lane likes, but how long can he
It's
run
gonna
it,
be
though?
matter who runs out.
If you're Lane, you definitely don't want to run out here. Blue 6.
Well,
Blue 6.
at least didn't have a green 6.
No.
Maybe a green 5. Green 5, there it is.
There you go.
Down the 3, does get the switch to green. I think that's what he wanted. Might have wanted that before.
Oh, but Clay might have blue reverse.
That would be both green
Yeah.
reverses and blue reverses off the board.
Oh,
but
no, it's a +4.
it's a +4. And 7. So that's 4 more cards for Lane there. Clay's down to what? 3? Yes, 3.
Yep.
7 to 3 here. Bit of a flip. And Lane might have a run of his own to fight back here.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yep. We can hear you.
Yes, I can hear you.
Somebody bumped into a thing down the street and it screwed my power. I was on my phone.
I see.
Oh, boy.
Uh-oh. Gotta love the all reliable American public.
Yep. Great drivers. Anyways,
There's
Lane goes down to 5. Clay looking for 2. Maybe even the game. Lane still has the power play.
That's 2.
Uses it.
Power play, Clay draws.
Clay's got a draw.
I hit enter
Lane
and it
has no
lagged
more.
on me. I was trying to power play.
All right. No, you got it. You got it. You can play.
You got it in. You're good.
All right. No more power plays from Lane though. Might have saved the game there.
I mean, no power plays for anyone. Lane can play.
And he's gonna reverse it. Yeah.
I like it. I like
and now
it.
Clay's got to draw one more time.
Gives 4 to Clay. Gets some momentum going in his favor.
7 to 5.
And it's now a straight up fight the rest of the way.
Quick switch there. The blue.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind the play. We'll see. I guess it depends a little bit on what Clay has.
Another
Well,
+2. That's what he's got.
Makes him pay a little. And the modified Ditto plays the other blue 8.
7 5. And quick switch to 7. Clay has taken the lead.
Dean Thompson with a bad crash.
Arca or Trucks?
Trucks is
Trucks.
Trucks
Trucks.
is tonight at Martinsville.
I see. I have not been paying attention
That's
in terms of
7 on
watching the races
slot.
so far. Lane gets the
Play
Lane
draws.
gets red. Play draws. Does Lane run red or does he go for another close switch? Maybe the rainbow? No, he's gonna run red.
I was gonna say, he kinda almost has to run red a little bit if he can.
Lane is running a minefield here. No, he doesn't. He decides to switch.
Green.
There's the green. Clay has green. I think Lane might have had taken the lead with that green 6.
I think he might have. I mean, we're at 11 minutes.
That's
now.
Uno.
He's at Uno.
Clay's still got
Play
nothing.
draws is that game.
And he gets the switch.
It is! And we're going to
gotta be
game 7.
right.
Wow. Good stuff there from Lane. We
This
are
is
at game
some good
7 here.
stuff.
I think this is another game 7 here. We've seen quite a few so far. But
There's
Lane-
the second one today in a 215.
yes, Lane, we saw before used the power play to try to save the game there, and you are able to take the win there, force a game 7. But you're running it straight to the end. What are the thoughts right now as you're looking to go into game number 7 for your possibly your first career win?
Man,
No,
Charles,
second.
you
Oh,
just got
second career
saved.
win.
You
I
just
forgot.
got saved.
He
You just
did
got
win a- I
saved from
think-
having to listen to me complaining for the next 2 months about about losing because of a technicality. Because
I
of the
mean,
if the internet didn't come back on and I had to switch to my phone and I would have
Oh.
lost, I would have complained for the next 3 months about it.
well,
But
I
we
mean,
good?
not much we would have been able to do in
I
that.
don't think there would have been much
I
we would
know.
have been able to do there, but
Man, I thought he played a 2 on the last call and I panicked. I was like, no. I thought he played had a green 2 and I panicked again. I was like, wait a minute. No, I can play a green 3 and win the game. But yeah, that was a tough match.
all right, we'll switch it over to Clay. Clay, game 7 situation. This is a pretty tense spot. However, you have been in this spot before. What's the thought process in your head right now as you go into yet another game 7 in the round of 64? I believe this is your third game 7 in this round.
It is. Basically, it's to be expected at this point. Honestly, let's just get into it.
All right, sounds good. All right,
Still
so
down.
all right, so
13.
you want 13? I was gonna say we could do the call, but that sounds good. We're gonna go with 13. OG send here.
I think that's the first time we will have seen 13 for the series.
It is, yeah. The only one that we duplicated on was the 9. Another thing to note also, Clay has won all the odd games, Lean has won all the even games. We saw that once earlier in this tournament with Rogers G-Man. Rogers was the one who was able to win as he was the one who had the odd game victories. So we'll see if the same thing happens here or if Lane could possibly steal this game 7 and change fate. Anyways, we're going to start with the green 6.
Immediate color swap from Clay. We've seen this strategy a few times.
Clay did not want that green. And ditto early on.
Wow. So a little bit of a trip 6 doubles wild start. 33% off there from Clay. Double play into a 9.
Did you brush your teeth or anything? Oh no, you have a beard. Never mind.
Okay. Cameo from Turner's girlfriend there, but
Fiance.
fiance.
Into the 5 is the Dolly Parton special.
Keep running the yellows here. 10 to 10.
5 to 10.
She was just asking me if I brushed my teeth yet, but I'm halfway through a Guinness right now. So
Hello. If you can hear that, then you can hear me say hello.
yes, and she says hi.
Hey, Turner's fiance, how are you?
Hello. She's rooting me on.
Into blue from Lane on the wild.
Clay plays it. Lane's got a play here, and it's going to be a blue 8.
One down this time.
Both these players are neck and neck right now. And quick switch to yellow.
Back to yellow from Clay. Smart play.
Does Lane have
Lane was
the
one that
double
switched
blue
off
8? No, he does not.
And into the minefield for Clay.
Nope.
Or not, as he wants red. So a modified trips 8 situation, Lane's able to run with it.
That's a good play though, because you think if Lane switches to the wild blue, he doesn't got any more yellow, so you're able to get rid of that yellow and also switch it to a color you might want. So, like that from Clay, gets 1.5 card lead off it.
Was a double up there from Clay into the red one.
Yeah, and Clay's just gonna run red knight right now. He's in a good spot, but Lane's gonna say no. He's gonna put the +2 down, and that actually gives Lane the
Oh,
lead.
there we go.
Solid play. Double play into the red 4.
And that double play is gonna put Lane ahead here. See what Clay does about it.
A couple, actually.
3 minutes into this game so far, but I feel like this game's not going to run much longer, to be honest. But could be wrong. Another wild goes back to blue. Lane can run it. Blue 4.
Lane had it on the blue 4, no less.
Blue reverse. Clay looking to even things up. Does it. We're back even. Lane keeps running
Lane
blue.
with the advantage, though, because he plays second.
Just joining us now, we are 3-3 in a close game 7 here. Lane taking a second here. There's no more power plays on the table, so we're running clean to the
Lane
finish.
draws.
And Lane runs out of blue, and so does Clay.
But no, he draws.
Oh, they both do.
Both run
Now it's
out
going
on
to be
blue.
advantage is going to go to whoever plays first.
Drawn back.
Could be looking for a reprieve here. Got a bit of a.
Oh, another wreck. Red Holmes.
Well, rip him.
Over
Justin
the 5-minute
Carroll.
mark here in game 7.
Lane's taking a bit the type. He gets a +4 off the draw. Goes green.
Off the top.
Some of those good fortunes coming his way. We'll see how he uses it. Just doubles up with the green.
Okay. Now, what can Clay do here on the green is Clay's muted up a little bit.
I see a color switch here. He does. Goes back to blue. I wouldn't be surprised if
Terrible.
back to blue 6. So that's a good play because I think that's gonna force a draw here.
Unless he's got another wild somewhere in there.
I would be.
Yeah.
No way! Wow.
Are you kidding me?
He held on to one of those +4s before.
Whoa.
Looking for Uno here. I mean, you should have Uno, but is that game?
It's
just Uno.
It's
Okay,
another
there's
situation
Uno.
where
Oh, he left it open.
it's another
What can he
situation
do?
where he plays the +4 and then gets the Uno. Wild, yeah, it's a good
It's a
play there.
blue!
Unless there's another
Great
+4
play.
coming. Yeah, no, nothing.
Yeah.
That's probably a double
Oh.
ace. Yes, it is.
KT Classic.
There it is. There it is. That's a good ice there in that situation.
Now, who's gonna get the? Who's gonna get?
Oh my god!
No, my goodness!
All right.
Lane
All right. Another
is
one.
into
That's got to
the
be it. That's got to be it.
532.
Lane's going to do it.
Finally, we're
Lane wins. There you go.
That to me, that's just saying the bot wanted Sanders in this next round. I mean, I don't know what else you could do.
That was the bot compensating for what happened with DJ, is what that was.
Yeah, I don't know what Clay could have done there.
Same thing. He did the same thing in the last game to sweep me in the last season. 3 of the 4 +4s he pulled on me and beat me.
Oh
And for the record, that first +4 I didn't pull out. I didn't draw. I drew it after he hit me with a +2. I think it was a +2. And then I had the +4 from the beginning, and I was going through. I was like, all right. Like, I was swapping back and forth between the 2 color strat. It was red and blue, then it was yellow and blue, then it was back to red and blue. And then we got all the way down to the bottom. And I was sitting there going, please God, be a 9, please God, be a 9. And then he gave blue. He put a blue up, and I pulled the wild. And I saw I'm like, oh, this ain't gonna work. I hit the hand, saw the wild +4, and I was like, that works.
So does this
Always
mean
works.
that Eli wins against Toasty so that we get a 2 versus 10, a 2 versus 7, a 10 versus 15, and a 7 versus 15 for the
I don't
GG
bottom
know.
Clay.
I don't know what's
GG.
going on with this 2 line because this is the second time we've had this happen. So
I'm like, dang.
Well, last season all the
What
talk was
even?
all the talk was last season was, oh, it was all the underdog games is what it was. Underdog this, underdog that. Then we got to me, and I got the crap beat out of me.
yeah,
I got
but
that.
Sanders is going to get the win here. Clay unfortunately does not get it. Obviously, got to be disappointed after that loss, but I mean, Clay, it felt like there was not really much you could have done there. Just unfortunately, I think it's one of those situations where the bot had it out for you tonight. What are you feeling, and how do you come back from this?
Who knows? I mean, straight up, who knows?
That's honestly not a bad answer.
It's not.
I've got to admit, like, I wasn't even on camera tonight. So it just wasn't my night. It was bad timing all around. Both with the bot, with my plays, and the game time. Maybe I'll do better next tournament. I was told that I'm a summer player, so spring just isn't my time.
Fair enough. I'm gonna get the results posted here in a second.
Yes, whatever. I mean,
spring
I
makes
hope-
me sick.
I hope Lane goes far. That's my take.
I
Fair
hope
enough.
so too, Clay. That was a good game.
Oh, I forgot to pull that. Hang on. Alright, and then we're gonna close it here.
All right. Well, I'm probably gonna head off for the night. I do have other stuff to do.
That's fair. Make sure to go ahead and
been-
leave a quote for us on that.
Yeah.
For full transparency,
I'll
I've been
get to it.
holding it. I've been needing to go to the bathroom. I've been holding it for the last
Oh, I
30
mean, you could
minutes.
ask.
That's all. That's all
Yeah,
good.
you can
You could
man.
go. We'll
for
wrap
it,
up.
yeah.
We'll wrap up the stream here.
Oh, huge wreck.
Have a good night, guys.
I feel like it's the
Night.
third time you said huge wreck. But have a good night, Clay.
Someone's mentioned. I mean,
Yeah.
Turner
Alright.
mentioned it too. But dang, what a thing.
Yeah, what a finish there. I don't know. That's another big upset here. We've seen quite a few so far. We've got to wonder if maybe we're getting a repeat of March here, but we've seen a lot of variety so far in this league that you got to wonder what's in store for next. Because, like, you see a lot of people who are, like, lower side getting big upsets, and you see some people on the higher end who have just not had the best starts here. So, makes us curious to see what we're going to see for the rest of the season. But, we're going to go to the bracket pod here. Unfortunately, not updated, but Sanders is going to be the one who moves on in a very close 4-3 matchup. Goes off to face Christian Tago. Sanders looking to make his first ever Sweet 16, so we'll see if he's going to be able to do that. But we got tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It will be Very Gold and Tapir going at it, and then on the bottom, Brian and James Ellison on Monday. But we do got one more match for you. It's going to be coming up in a little bit. It's going to be Avion versus H. That'll be a good match to watch out for. We'll see who comes out on top there. That'll be the top half of the Tuna region. And that should be a good one. Well, on that note, that's going to do it for us. Thank you all for watching. This has been the MRE Aquatic April. On behalf of my co-commentator, Charles Sanford, I'm G-Man, and thank you all for watching. Avion H will not be a stream game, I believe, so we will see you tomorrow with, I believe Golden Tapir is streamed, so, if not, so be it, but we will have a stream game tomorrow, but we will see you all tomorrow, and until then, have a good night.